Welcome to the DFS Minute. We are giving you the edge you need to win in DraftKings. I am Geoff Lambert from goingfor2.com, and I have a few core guys that we're going to talk about for the late slate for August 10th. First up, we got the quarterbacks. We got Malik Willis for the Titans. Beat reporter Terry McCormick says that he will play a ton of snaps today. And of course, he has that rushing upside. Actually rushed for a touchdown last year in preseason. So looking for them to do that again. And I also have CJ Beathard of Jacksonville. He's a good stacking option with one of the receivers I have on my list. Been playing really well in camp and does have some rushing upside. Other than that, there's not too many quarterbacks I really like. I don't mind the two Bucks quarterbacks, Kyle Trask or John Wolford. Those are two guys that have kind of been battling out in camp. They might split the snaps in this game. So two guys I'm kind of looking at a little bit. But the two main guys are Malik Willis and CJ Beathard. Going to the running backs, we got a bunch of running backs on the slate that I like today. Sean Tucker for the Bucks, second-year running back, really fighting for a roster spot at this point. I do think that he shows out in preseason in this game. He's a pretty athletic guy. Was drafted with some promise last year. Really didn't do much anything all season, but I think he's got opportunity here to do something. Rookie Cody Schrader for the 49ers. Niners have some pretty major injury issues, at least for the preseason. Obviously, Christian McCaffrey's not going to play. Elijah Mitchell's not going to play. Jordan Mason, I think, might start this game, but then their fourth-string running back is also dealing with injuries, leaving them pretty shallow at running back. So Schrader's been a guy in camp that's looked pretty decent. Probably a practice squad player, but should get some run in this preseason game. Chris Evans for the Bengals has been doing really well in camp. Actually is predicted by one of the beat reporters to lead the team in targets tonight. So that's a good thing to hear. He's a check down guy. He's a receiver out of the backfield. Always something we want to look at for DFS preseason. Kamani Vidal for the Chargers is a rookie that I like not only in DFS, but also in Dynasty. When the two running backs in front of you are J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, I doubt we see either one of those guys in preseason. Their injury history will keep them out of this game most likely. They don't want to risk getting them hurt. So I think Kamani Vidal either starts this game or gets into the game pretty early. And should see some good run. And then Tank Bigsby, another second-year running back, similar to Sean Tucker. Probably not trying to make the team at this point, but he is trying to show himself. He had some promise last year and didn't do anything. So hopefully this year he can have a better season. Starting with the preseason tonight. Receivers, not real deep on receivers today that I like. Just three names. Brendan Rice for the Chargers. We know that Chargers receiving core is pretty wide open at this point. There's only a couple guys that have secured their starting spots. Brendan Rice is a guy that, being the son of Jerry Rice, has been really working hard to get his name in that pool. I think tonight is a good chance for him to show that. Trey Palmer for the Bucks. Second-year receiver, and he's gotten some buzz there. I know the hype name is really McMillan, but Palmer being the veteran now, I think he knows more what to expect in preseason. I expect him to have a better game than McMillan. I like McMillan long term for Dynasty, but Palmer in this game is the one I'm taking. And then Parker Washington, I mentioned earlier about playing Beathard at quarterback. I like Beathard and Parker Washington stack. Parker Washington, another guy that had some hype last year. Actually played some snaps in regular season, looked really good. He's been really showing out in camp as well. So he's a name that I'm plugging into my lineups this week and stacking him with Beathard. And then at tight end, typically, I hate the tight end position in general in preseason. I wish they would just make it a flex position. But Jared Wiley for the Chiefs, he's been kind of pegged as a replacement for Travis Kelce. I don't know how that is going to work out, but he's pretty athletic. Has a lot of Kelce-like traits. And in preseason, really all we needed to do is catch a touchdown. I think that's possible. So Jared Wiley is my tight end. That's it for the slate today. Hope everyone does well, and let me know how you did.